Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. We are here today for our second nonfiction text read aloud of the week. On Tuesday, we got to read about some animal dads. And I told you at the beginning of the week that we would be transitioning into nonfiction this week. So in nonfiction, we're really interested in the information and in the illustrations and how those two go together to help us learn more about a certain topic. So on Tuesday, we learned some things about animal dads, and we learned about how animal dads are similar to human dads. Now, in today's text, we're going to learn about some different animals, and more specifically, we're going to learn about the habitats that they live in. So today's text is called I See a Kookaburra, okay? And it says, Discovering Animal Habitats Around the World. Now, as I'm reading today, I want you to be thinking about which animal is most interesting to you and how their features help them to live and survive in the habitat where they are. Okay, so at the end of this, our writing assignment is going to involve you choosing one animal and then telling me how the different features that they have help them to survive in their habitat. So our author today is Steve Jenkins, and our illustrator is Robin Page. I see a kookaburra. Now, this text is going to be kind of interesting and fun. So in each page, in each couple of pages, we're going to get to search for some different animals. And then we're going to learn about different features of those animals and how they help them to survive in that particular habitat. All right, let's get started. I see a kookaburra. So I'm going to start by reading the title page to you, and it's going to kind of give you some information, some background information on what you're going to be reading about. So it says scorching deserts and steamy rainforests, muddy ponds and salty oceans. Animals are found almost every place on Earth. They thrive in all these habitats because over many generations, animals adapt. They change their size, shape, and habits to fit different conditions. Where there's not much water, they are able to use every drop. If there are fierce predators on the ground, many animals live in the trees. All over the world, animals have developed different ways of surviving. 6 different parts of the world are shown in this book. Each habitat includes 8 of the animals that live there. Just like real animals, they may be difficult to spot at first. See if you can find them all, then turn the page. You can learn more about these animals at the back of the book. All right, so let's look at our first habitat. In the desert, I see, so I'm going to keep it on this page for a few seconds. See if you can spot some different animals. In the desert, I see. Look very carefully. Now remember, we're looking for 8 different animals. See if you can find all 8 of them. All right, if you're still looking, you can pause the video. If you're ready, I'm going to go ahead and turn the page and let's learn about some of the features of those animals. All right. A trapdoor spider waiting patiently in its tunnel. An angry diamondback rattlesnake buzzing a warning. A sharp-eyed kit fox leaving its burrow. A long-nosed bat sipping nectar from a flower. A tiny elf owl making its nest in a giant cactus. A javelina sniffing out tender roots. A kangaroo rat bounding over the sand. A poisonous Gila monster creeping slowly over the rocks. Okay, so remember, all of those animals can be found in the desert. In a tide pool, I see. Then it says this tide pool is on the southern coast of England. So look very carefully. See if you can find the 8 different animals in this tide pool. All right, if you're still looking, go ahead and pause the video. If you're ready, let's learn about some of the animals. A sea star holding tight with all 5 arms. A natterjack toad looking like a wet, bumpy rock. A stinging anemone hitching a ride. A hermit crab looking for a new home. A hungry oyster catcher searching for a juicy shellfish. A sea urchin, a colorful pincushion. A poisonous weaver fish waiting for its next meal. All right, so those are all found in a tide pool. Oh, I forgot about this one. A peacock worm spreading its feathery tentacles. All right, our next habitat, the jungle. In the jungle, I see, it says this jungle or rainforest is in the Amazon River basin of South America. So let's look at this one. See if you can find the 8 animals in this habitat. All right, if you're still looking, just pause the video. If not, let's learn some facts about these animals in the jungle. A toucan and its large, colorful bill. A jaguar with a spotted coat that helps it hide in the forest's dappled light. A young emerald tree boa. Born red, it will turn a brilliant green when it grows up. A red-eyed tree frog startling an attacker with its big, bright eyes. A harpy eagle, the most powerful bird of prey in the world. A spider monkey escaping danger by swinging from branch to branch. A rhinoceros beetle, the world's strongest insect. And the fierce-looking but timid green iguana. So all of those are found in the jungle. On the savanna, I see, so this habitat is going to be the savanna. And this savanna or grassland is in Central Africa. See if you can find the 8 different animals. All right, let's learn some things about these animals. A serval hunting in the tall grass. A busy elephant shrew scurrying through the brush. A dung beetle rolling animal droppings into a ball. A giraffe antelope stretching to reach the tender leaves of a thorn tree. A nearsighted rhinoceros who is able to charge at 30 miles per hour. A secretary bird who kills snakes by stomping on them with its feet. A naked mole rat, nearly blind and almost hairless. And a termite guarding its nest, a mound 30 feet tall. So all of those are found in the savanna or the grasslands. In the forest, I see, so this forest is in eastern Australia. So let's look here and see what we can find in the forest. See if you can find the 8 different animals. Look really closely. All right, if you're still looking, pause the video. If you're ready to move on, go ahead and stay with us. A noisy kookaburra with a call that sounds like crazy laughter. A frilled lizard startling an attacker. A cicada, a bug that spends its first 7 years living underground. A dingo, a fierce wild dog on the hunt. A walking stick insect hiding in plain sight. A furry koala fast asleep. Let's see this one. This one says, a cassowary, a huge flightless bird with a helmet on its head. So it looks like it has a helmet on its head. And this last one, turn it a little bit. This last one is called an echidna, a prickly egg-laying mammal. Kind of looks like a porcupine. Okay, so all of those are in the forest. Our next habitat, in a pond I see, and this pond is in the American Midwest. Think about what you might see in the pond. Think about what you might see in the pond. See if you can find the 8 different animals. All right, if you're still searching, just pause the video. If you're ready to move on with us, stay with us. A hungry northern pike lying in wait for its next victim. A kingfisher splashing into the water to catch a fish. A water spider with a bubble of air trapped in its web. A red-spotted newt warning predators to stay away with its bright orange skin. A dragonfly hovering lightly above the water. A great blue heron standing very still as it waits to spear a fish. A sleek muskrat going for a swim. And an alligator snapping turtle buried in the mud. Okay, so those are all in the pond. And then back here, it just shows us all of the different animals. Okay, so in the desert, we had the kit fox, the lesser long-nosed bat, the trapdoor spider, the diamondback rattlesnake, the elf owl, the javelina, the kangaroo rat, and the Gila monster. In the tide pool, we had the natterjack toad, the sea star, the peacock worm, the hermit crab, the oyster catcher, the sea urchin, and the weaver fish. In the jungle, we had the toucan, the harpy eagle, the jaguar, the emerald boa, the red-eyed tree frog, the rhinoceros beetle, and the spider monkey. Also, we had the green iguana. In the savanna or the grassland, we had the serval, the giraffe antelope, the elephant shrew, the dung beetle, the rhinoceros, the secretary bird, the termite, and the naked mole rat. In the forest, we had the kookaburra, the cicada, the dingo, the frilled lizard, the koala, the cassowary, the stick insect, and the echidna. And then in the pond, we had the northern pike, the kingfisher, the water spider, the red-spotted newt, the dragonfly, the great blue heron, the muskrat, and the alligator snapping turtle. All right, and that is the end of our story, I See a Kookaburra. So now I'm going to transition over to our writing assignment. And if you see, bring me up here, The first slide will have the video on it, and then your second slide will be your writing assignment. So our big question is, how can animal features be helpful in a specific habitat? So in all these places that you see boxes that are blank is where you're going to type. So in this first circle, it says the blank lives in the blank habitat. So there you have 2 boxes to fill in. The first thing you need to do before you fill in any boxes is choose which animal in which habitat you would like to discuss in your writing assignment. So the animal that you choose is going to go in the first box. You're going to type the name of the animal. Then you're going to type the name of the habitat in the second box. All right, so that's your first 2 jobs. Your next job is to type 1, 2, 3 different features of that animal that you think help them to live and survive in that habitat. Okay, so in the first box is the name of your animal. The second box is the name of your habitat. In this box, you'll put 1 feature that that animal has. In this box, you'll put a second feature that that animal has. And in this box, you'll put the third feature that that animal has. All 3 of these features should be things that you think help that animal survive in that habitat. All right, so you have 5 different boxes to fill in: the name of your animal, the name of the habitat, and then 3 different features that help that animal survive in that habitat. All right, as if with anything else, you may go back and listen to the story again, look at the different habitats and the different animals to figure out which one you would like to choose, okay? And once you turn in or once you complete this writing assignment, make sure you go back and turn it in under the classwork tab. If you need help, just send me a message or write on our Google Classroom homepage, and I would be happy to do a Google Meet with you to help you finish your assignment. Good luck, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. Make sure you continue to work hard, and I'll see you all next week.